you think that these tax waivers were justifiable for these companies that are making profit, so to speak? And perhaps, what would you proffer as an alternative that the government can do to shore up its revenue base?
You know, this issue had been there for so long. Okonjo-Iweala complained once about some fiscal policies being induced by the charming relationship that some people have, some business people have with the people in government. It determines what kind of taxes they pay, waivers, import duty waivers and all that. And it's economic sabotage for people in government to feel like they have to give favors to their friends, people who finance their campaigns and all that, to the detriment of our country. That's why we are where we are. Because you introducing waivers upon waivers. Even the Senate complained about this same thing last year. I remember reading about this thing last year. And what the Senate did at that time was to look at what we had lost in 3 years at that time. You can't continue to give waivers to people who are already beneficiaries of a feeding bottle economy that we are practicing in our country. All of the big people that you see, a good number of them are beneficiaries of huge government patronage. Somebody is building a company somewhere, government will go out of his way to provide him with even foreign exchange that he needs. And at the end, you are still giving them waivers upon waivers. Make the environment competitive for everyone.
Right.
If I was a cement producer, for example, you given waivers to Dangote, you didn't give me. That's unfair competition.
Right.
You've already given him an advantage over me. And in the pricing war, I can't compete with him by the sheer size of his company and the fact that at the end of the day, because he's getting waivers, what he commits to production may not be even anywhere near what I would need to commit. Yeah. I know that in a kind of economic transition that we are going through, you will need to bend over backwards. You need to come up with some measures that will relieve businesses of some of the burdens that they are carrying, relieve even individuals of some of the burdens that they are carrying. But it's the abuse that they are complaining about. It's the abuse. Even the decision to let NNPC and the rest of them build roads is also being abused because it's not free. You're giving them some form of tax holiday because they've undertaken to fix roads. At the end of the day, if you thoroughly investigate, you see that there's no transparency in the real sense of the word, because what they did not commit to building those roads, they are going to tell you that that's what they have spent. At the end of the day, you remove it, you net it out of the quantum of tax that they are supposed to pay. The country has been shortchanged. You get the logic. If you claim that you spent 8 trillion, that was just an illustration on a road project, and in exchange for that, you get a tax holiday, but you have actually not spent 6 trillion. Who is the loser? It's Nigeria. That's the point that they are making. They are not saying that giving tax waivers is wrong. It happens everywhere. People come up with fiscal policies that they believe can help the economy to grow. But the problem in our country is the abuse. There is so much abuse that people can sit somewhere and forge the signature of a president and take out more than $6 million. Where is that done? And they got away with it.
What can be done to correct these anomalies in our system?
No, what I agree with them that the waivers are too much. We are looking for money. We are borrowing money all over the place. like someone possessed. We need to see how much we can make. There are too many leakages in the system.
Right.
The avenues through which our resources are leaking, they are numerous. A serious government will come and block those avenues.
Yeah.
You don't have to create new taxes. But if you make the collection of taxation more efficient, more money will come in. And part of it is what they are suggesting to this, to Adedeji and co. Stop these waivers to people who do not even need it that much. It's a tragedy in our country that the people who need intervention the most, they never get it.